He was a football legend, a movie star, and once America's golden boy. Until the night two lives were brutally taken. The trial captivated the world, divided a nation, and ended in one of the most controversial verdicts in history. But what if it had ended differently? What if O.J. Simpson was found guilty of murder in 1995? This is the reality that never happened, until now. He was the Juice, a record-smashing NFL running back, a charismatic movie star, and a beloved face in American households. O.J. Simpson had transcended sports, bridging gaps in race and celebrity, becoming a symbol of achievement in post-civil rights America. But that illusion shattered on June 12, 1994. The brutal murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman brought the spotlight crashing down. The chase in the white Bronco, the arrest, the trial, the country divided. The courtroom became a stage for race, justice, and media obsession. In one corner, Johnny Cochran, Robert Shapiro, F. Lee Bailey, and the Dream Team. In the other, Marcia Clark, Christopher Darden, and a community demanding answers. October 3rd, 1995, the verdict is read. But what if the jury had said guilty? O.J. was arrested days after the murders. Blood evidence tied him to the scene. The glove, the Bruno Magli shoes, the DNA. But the defense framed the case as a racially motivated setup, playing on LAPD's history of brutality, especially involving Detective Mark Furman. The prosecution struggled. Marcia Clark faced misogyny, Christopher Darden, immense cultural pressure. Meanwhile, the defense orchestrated moments like, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. Nicole's family was heartbroken. Ron Goldman's father, Fred, became a relentless advocate. The country watched in disbelief. And on October 3rd, 1995, O.J. Simpson was found not guilty. October 3rd, 1995. The courtroom is silent. The clerk reads, "We, the jury, find the defendant, Orenthal James Simpson, guilty of the crime of murder." Gasps, screams outside. O.J. sits frozen. Judge Lance Ito sentences him to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 25 years. He is immediately remanded. Riots break out in parts of LA but are quickly quelled. National shock, protest, and celebration. Celebrities issue vague statements or go silent. The illusion is gone. The icon is a murderer now. Every endorsement drops him immediately. Hertz, NBC, and every past collaborator distances themselves. Inmates recognize him, some admire, others want justice. He is placed in protective custody. His children, Sydney and Justin, grow up without a father figure. The Brown family raises them quietly while tabloids stalk them endlessly. Robert Kardashian, once a loyal friend, publicly denounces O.J., saying, "I failed my conscience." He leaves the legal world shortly after. Johnny Cochran faces backlash for defending a now convicted killer. His legacy becomes more complicated. Pop culture begins to rewrite him. No cameos, no memes, no Twitter jokes. He's not infamous. He's radioactive. Books like If I Did It Never Exist. No Vegas hotel room robbery. Number 2008 sentence. Just the slow grind of life in a cell while the world moves on. The guilty verdict becomes a turning point in how America sees race and justice. White America feels vindicated. Black America splits. Some see it as proof the system can work. Others see a black man punished because he beat the system once. Civil rights groups shift focus. Less on defending icons, more on supporting victims. The trial inspires early conversations around domestic violence. Nicole Brown's story becomes central to PSAs, Oprah episodes, and early Believe Women campaigns. 20 years before Me Too. Ryan Murphy never makes the people versus O.J. Simpson. Instead, a darker docuseries airs in 2010 titled When Justice Spoke. The Kardashian name never rises to fame. No keeping up. Kim becomes a lawyer earlier, possibly joining legal reform efforts with her father's legacy. Fast forward to 2020. OJ is 73. He's granted parole after 25 years. Frail, forgotten. His parole hearing is barely covered. He tries to publish a memoir, but no one will touch it. Documentaries come out, but none with his cooperation. He lives in seclusion in a halfway house in Florida, under constant surveillance. A few fans from his NFL days write letters, but most Americans see him as a ghost. He dies in 2023, quietly. The news barely breaks trending status. A candlelight vigil is held, not for OG, but for Nicole and Ron. Finally, the story has only one message: that justice, however late, still matters. Justice can be slow. Sometimes it's never found. But in this world, the world where the jury said guilty, it came, and it came at a cost. O.J. Simpson became a warning, not a headline, a cautionary tale, not a meme. So what does it teach us? That justice denied is never forgotten. And when truth finally speaks, it can change not just one life, but an entire culture. Comment, like, and subscribe if you believe justice delayed is justice denied. Next time, another name faces the truth.